Hello, my pot stirrers. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. I'm going to be making a spicy umami beef vermicelli bowl. I know the title is long, but we're doing it Asian inspired kind of thing tonight, and it's going to be so good. So stay tuned. Okay, so you can see our water is boiling. I'm going to add my pack of vermicelli noodles. All of it. Because this is just a 500 gram pack. Vermicelli. Okay, stir in our vermicelli. So vermicelli noodles don't take that long, so we're just going to cook them. And I don't even think we're going to cook them fully. We're still going to let them have a little bit of a crisp, because they'll cook fully later when they're put into the sauce. Okay, these are almost cooked enough to the point where I want to take them off. Because like I said, you don't want to cook them. You want them to still be a bit crunchy, but pretty much done. And these only have probably about 3 minutes left of cooking time on them. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that right now. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is prepare the sauce. So we're going to need about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is probably about only 1, so maybe I might need a bit more after all. 2, 3, 4. Okay, good enough. I need about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and mine is, of course, as hard as a rock. You ever buy brown sugar and you think, oh, you know, you have brown sugar now, and then you use it once and put it away, and then you go to use it the next time and it's as hard as a rock? I do everything to keep mine not become as hard as a rock, and it still does. Even with the bread and sealing it in airtight packaging and everything. So we're just gonna get it clumps and call it good. I know you can't see this on the camera, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna just try to get this brown sugar as much as we can. And if you guys hear any background sounds or whatever, don't mind that. It's just Tim. He's working off to the side here tonight, trying to get a couple things done. Okay, we're gonna have to call that good. I'm not going and buying a new brown sugar every time because it's impossible. Oh, I forgot to get ginger out. So you're supposed to put ginger in here, which I thought we had some, but apparently we don't. So sorry, I guess we're skipping that. Okay, we're gonna add some hoisin sauce, about 2 tablespoons of it. I wouldn't be scared to put too much because hoisin sauce is really good. And then we've got to add about 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, which I'm just going to add the rest of this bottle. Fish sauce is so fishy smelling, my God. Okay, and then some sriracha. Okay, so I drained the vermicelli noodles and I made up the sauce here, which consists of soy sauce, brown sugar, ginger, hoisin sauce, fish sauce, and sriracha sauce. I'm just mixing it in. And as always, guys, I will be putting the recipe in the description below. So now that we've got this all mixed up, we're gonna go back over to the stove and start our beef. Okay, our skillet is nice and hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in our vegetable oil now. This is such a fast and easy dinner, and it tastes so good. And it's inspired by Asian flavors, and it's just really good. So a lot of you have been really enjoying lately the new like storytelling side of the channel, which I do really appreciate. It's just, I don't really have anything to tell you today because basically all I did was, it was a lazy Saturday and my husband took a really long nap. So I had to be somewhat quiet for him. But I did manage to get the laundry done. And just kind of did my own thing. I puttered at my own pace today, I guess you would say. Nothing too exciting, nothing negative. I didn't have computer crashes or anything today, so that's good. I didn't tell any tasteless jokes, which is really good because you guys know how I am. Yeah, I think it was pretty much an overall really good day. So we're gonna go ahead and add in our onion and our garlic now. Mix that around. We don't have to cook this for too long because we don't want to risk burning that garlic. What do you think of the light? Let me know in the comments what you think of the light. Because I'm pretty excited about it. Does it make a difference? Can you tell that I have it, or is the lighting still shit? I know my knives are still shit, but is the lighting still shit? Oh God, I cannot do onions that good. I'm pretty sure I explained to you before, like, my tear duct thing, but it's just like, it's torment cooking with onions. Although I love them, and I love the smell, but those, like, gases that they give off is just a little bit much. We're gonna wanna keep stirring this constantly. We don't wanna let it sit because we don't wanna risk burning those little pieces of garlic. So just kind of keep going with it. Now we're gonna wanna add our beef. Okay, so I added in our ground beef. This isn't store-bought ground beef. This is beef that my husband picked up from a butcher. So tonight we're going to be testing to see if we notice a difference between like the store-bought ground beef and the butcher-bought ground beef, because there is quite a price difference. So we're curious to see if it's better quality or what. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking for tonight. Testing out the quality of this beef. So we're gonna just go ahead and keep cooking this until it's cooked, like all browned and cooked. Over medium heat, I have it at. And apparently this is supposed to be pretty lean, so we'll test that theory too once it's cooked. So far so good though. It doesn't really look like there's a lot of fat. But I guess we'll see when it's finished. So those closest to me know how much I love candles, and if there was one scented candle that I could have, it would be to please come out with a beef and onion scented candle. This is like literally the best smell I've ever smelled. I love the smell of beef and onion cooking together. It's to die for. I know I say a lot of things are to die for, but this is actually to die for. So we're almost done. We have a little bit more to go, but I'm still not seeing a whole lot of fat, which is quite impressive actually. So maybe this butcher shop beef is a little bit better. I'm gonna still drain it, but there's really not a lot to drain. This is insane actually. I'm gonna have to tell Tim that part. We're getting close to having this browned. Probably 3 or 4 minutes max. We don't want to overcook it because like we still have a lot more to do. So it's still gonna cook. We don't want it to be overcooked in the end. But yeah, I'm actually really impressed. Like, I don't know if you can see that on here. Like, you can see a little bit of liquid, but it's not the same as even like lean ground beef that you buy from the grocery store. This is crazy. I'm pretty impressed. One thumb up for butcher, but it all depends on taste. What's better? But for fat content, I think the butcher wins. And my husband hates fat, so he might actually really appreciate that. So guys, I drained the beef, but there was literally not much to drain. So I put it back on the heat. And I'm gonna add in the sauce that we made. And now that everything's cooked for the most part, I'm gonna turn the heat down to medium-low. Get all the sauce. I'm gonna use a spatula just to get every last drop out of the bowl because that's good sauce. Okay. Mix it all in. Coat everything nicely. Okay. We're just going to let that simmer over medium-low for a couple of minutes. Okay, I've let it simmer for about 3 minutes. It's starting to thicken up, as you can see. We don't want it to be too thick though, guys, so you got to use your better judgment. We're going to add a little bit of black pepper, not a lot, because we do already have sriracha and everything. We don't want it to be too spicy. Just a hint of black pepper. stir that in. Now we're just gonna let it simmer for maybe another 2 minutes. Okay, so it's been simmering now for a bit. It's thickening up nicely, but not too thick. So now it's time to go and add our vermicelli noodles back in. Toss to coat. We want every single noodle to get that nice sauce on it. This takes a while. Like, I'll probably be doing this for like 10 minutes. So I'll do this off camera and I'll be back. And there we have it. There is our umami bowl. It smells and tastes divine, you guys. I know I say that about everything, but this is actually really good. So I've turned off the heat. I'm just gonna kind of let it sit here and rest for a couple of minutes, just while I clean up a little and gather up the plates, and then we'll go ahead and plate it up. Okay, and there we have it. This is our spicy umami beef vermicelli bowl. Oh my gosh, I know it looks like a mess, but I'm not the best at plating, but like, it's the taste that matters. So I'm sorry that I wasn't the best at storytelling tonight, you guys. Like, my husband is here and he's basically just sitting right there. So it's hard for me. I'm not used to recording when anybody is around. So I got a little bit stage fright, I think. But yeah, so this is the meal, and I really hope that you guys try this one. It's so good. It's like brings out all these Asian flavors, and it's amazing. Anyways, if you like this video, I hope that you will consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and for those of you who have, I thank you so much for your support, and I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.